Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Gardener. And if you noticed, I'm wearing a coat because today it was cold. It was cold. And I went out for some seeds. I went to Walmart. No, excuse me. I went to Lowe's, and they had some seeds there, but I didn't go in the store. I just went to their garden department. And I didn't want, a lot of people were buying a lot of different things at the garden department. They were buying soil and what they call it, wood chips, plants, but I didn't go in there for that. They had a lot of plants stocked up, everything from blueberries and raspberries to grapes, grapevines, all kind of stuff they had there. But I didn't go in there for that. I just went in there to look around, shoot a little bit of footage, and come out. I am looking at the fact that I didn't want to buy anything. I wound up buying a water can, and that's what I wanted because uh, I use those to feed my plants, indoors and outdoors. So I wanted one that I could put one type of fertilizer in, and also another one that I could put another type of fertilizer in, and that's what I wanted to do. But all the prices were elevated, like I thought they would be. Pack of seeds is like $3 on average. Wherever you go, you might be able to find a break at Walmart and at the dollar store. I don't recommend going to the dollar store buying seeds. Some people do, and I guess some people had success with them, but I don't trust the quality, so I don't buy my seeds at the dollar store. Um, I have all the seeds that I want. Went on eBay and bought the remaining seeds that I'm gonna put in the ground, and that's the end of that. I was gonna go out and cut some branches off of the tree with a pole saw, but it's too cold and windy. I said, no, that's enough. That's enough. Go in the house, get something to eat, and start relaxing. The garden is doing quite good. I looked at all of my uh, apple trees, not all of my apple trees. Let me reiterate that. I saw three of my apple trees are full of blossoms. They have blossoms on them, and that has never happened before. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, folks. If you're out there, hello, how you doing, Mr. Price? All right, thank you for stopping by. I did something different this year. I got out there early and I cut back some of the branches on the apple trees, and that tended. I think that helped them blossom out this year because they were out of control. When I got home from, because I was in the hospital for a while, about 8.5 months, and when I got home, everything was grown over with vines. So I cleaned up some of the trees. I still got some work to do, and I got out there the day after the rain, um, and the trees were fed real good. They did their blossom. They got blossoms on them all over them. One of the trees got them all over, and I've never seen those trees do that. They blossom all over. So tomorrow, if everything goes right, I get out there and I want to check the back of my property and see if any of those trees are blossoming out because I know I'm replacing one pear tree, and I got to find out where I'm gonna put this pomegranate tree because my understanding is it gets pretty big. Um, I can keep it cut back, but it's going to grow very wide and tall. So a pomegranate tree, you're going to have to put it in a spot where you could get plenty of sun, and also you could get to it to make sure it stays maintained. Because I don't want a real big bush in my yard, and that's primarily what a pomegranate is—a big bush. I have a neighbor next door. I gave him a cherry bush, and his cherry bush is huge. Uh, I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's wide. It's got to be over 20 feet wide and about 10, 12 feet tall. That's a big bush. Took up the back end of his yard. And I got a lot of work to do. Let's just say that. I got a lot of work to do. I'm going to have to do a little at a time because sometimes I want to do it, but my body just won't let me do what I want to do. I got to take my time and one thing about a car accident is your balance is not all that good. It takes time for you to get your balance back. So I'm happy that my trees are performing like they're doing. I'm thinking about I better do it. I better do it while I'm out there. I got a couple trees in the back I got to tend to. I got a cherry tree that needs some food, and it's right at the back door. That cherry tree, it's a big tree. I need to prune my peach tree. Yeah, I got to prune my peach tree too. It's 23 feet tall and it's wide as well, and they're supposed to be dwarfs. Nobody can tell me the difference. That's a big tree. To me, it's a big tree. So when you see that little stuff on the package, tell you, oh, this tree will get about 8 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. No, it depends on how well you take care of it and how you feed it. That tree is still got the audacity to kind of try to get big on you. I'm not mad. I mean, it just means I have to prune it. And I gotta say this, and you tell me what your thoughts are, Mr. Price. Pruning a fruit tree helps it to produce fruit. What are your thoughts on that? Because when I got home and I started pruning trees, they started blossoming all over the place. I got my coat on in here. I just felt like keeping it on. It's a nice coat, still new. Ah, yes, yes, you're right. You're right. I could not have said it better myself. That's a very good statement you made there. Yes, and oh my goodness, I got apple trees and they're full of blossoms. And I remember one time when that apple tree would give me maybe three blossoms the whole year, three blossoms. Now they got them all over the trees. I'll tell you what I'm using. I'm using these tree spikes. I think they call them Jobs. I'm not advertising for them, but I put one under each tree. And if it's a little tree, just one. If it's a thick tree, about that thick or something, I put about two under it. And it rained about three times since I put that food under there. So it's melting those uh, fertilizer. And I'm going to tell you what I do. It says hammer them in the ground and all that. Let me just say to you, I cannot get on the ground with a hammer on my knees to hammer anything in. I simply tossed them under the tree, and they went into the root zone by way of rainfall. I'm not crawling on the ground trying to hammer that stuff in. Yeah, yep. That's right. They had to be cut back about a third. Yep, that's right. Now I'm thinking that the vines covered up a lot of them trees in the back. Some of those trees are probably dead. I haven't got back there yet. Now we had two rains, and I think tomorrow it would serve me right to go back there and look at those trees and see if they're still alive. Because I got to cut down two trees. One is a cherry tree, um, um, and one is a oh, what kind of tree is that? Is it an apple tree? No, I think there's a might be a plum. I got to cut them two down. And like I said, Mr. Price, I have this beautiful hand saw I bought at Walmart. It's a chainsaw. I think I spent $90 on it. It's beautiful. It's a little heavy for your hand. It's something you got to get used to holding. Because after I finished using it one day, 2 days later, my wrist was sore. So I said, okay. I said, next time, don't overdo it. It's got a lot of weight to it. Yep, I had a lot of fun. And today, I went out and looked for seeds, wound up coming back home and buying them on eBay. I bought a lot of spinach seeds. I bought spinach seeds, um, marigold. I bought the marigold because I need to put down uh, a plant that will ward off insects because they can get in your garden and wreak havoc around leafy vegetables. I use I use a homemade fertilizer, and that's going to be my game changer this year. I want to grow food fast, but I also want to grow food that tastes well and is loaded with nutrients and vitamins. And you can't get that using synthetic fertilizers in many cases, but sometimes you can get a good growing plant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for me. I'm gonna go in and watch a little television, but I figured I wouldn't get into watching a whole bunch of what do they call that? All that news about the politics and all of that. I don't want to do that today. I said I wasn't going to do that today. Um, has anyone heard from Food Farmers Permaculture? Because I haven't. I've been on here a couple times. I haven't seen them. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I got everything I need for my garden. I really don't need anything else unless I just want to buy some extra stuff. I don't need anything else. Seeds. I bought watermelon seeds on eBay, but this one seller is sending them to me so late that I don't even know if I'll be able to grow them. Because I mean, the seeds are going to get here late. And there's one watermelon. What I think what I'll do, and to be on the safe side, is I'll buy one more set of seeds called Sugar Babies. Now in Maryland, they do pretty well. It's a sweet melon, small, grows fast. I think I'll do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Morning Gardener. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much.